the disease is getting beat by a mother. And the family knows, but no one says shit, they don't love her. But when the camera's pointed at him cause she ends up missing, it's poor me, my poor baby. A week ago it was different when a man with stress disorder takes it out on his daughter, putting his hands on her to the point that she wanna just end it all herself. She grabs a knife and she cuts her arms up and ends her life in the tub. It's like, what the fuck? When a kid is getting touched and nobody believes him, mommy leaves him with the neighbor, then goes out for the evening screaming, but nobody hears him cause his moms ain't home. And he grows up and has an appetite for 9-year-olds. Or when he just wants some dinner, but food is low cause mommy spent the dough on liquor and shooting dope. And when she wakes up out of coma and looks around, her bottle of pills is missing and Tommy's down. It's one thing we need in this world that don't exist: epic justice, epic justice. It's one thing we need in this world that don't exist: epic justice. We need some justice. It's one thing we need in this world that don't exist: justice, justice. It's one thing we need in this world that don't exist. We need some justice. When a cop is on a power trip and he's looking to raise fear in the eyes of anybody who thinks that they brave, the adrenaline kicks in and it gets carried away, and he shoots a man in the back that he's trying to tase. When a kid gets hit by a stray and he can't breathe in a neighborhood where no one tells the cops what they seen, and then the cops give up on following leads because it seems like a means to an end, putting an end to the means. You can get away with dirt, no one comes clean, and you can get away with murder if you got that green. When 911 does not send a cop to the scene because the dispatcher's tired of getting pranked by teens. When the doctor doesn't give a patient what she needs, or gives her what she doesn't need and makes her insides bleed. When drug companies feed people death in a pill, when poison is what keeps you alive and medicine kills. It's one thing we need in this world that don't exist: epic justice, epic justice. It's one thing we need in this world that don't exist: epic justice. We need some justice. It's one thing we need in this world that don't exist: justice, justice. It's one thing we need in this world that don't exist. We need some justice. When the president decides to feed you a lot of lies, cause he knows that if he tells us that evil is on the rise, we will panic and support any leader that's on our side, and believe things we hear and we seeing on Channel 5. Democracy don't mean that the government loves you. The economy's on the down and the budget is fuck you. At war with a group we gave a ton of some guns to, and the government below us is funded with drug loot. When's the war start? When the violence is down. Motherfuckers got guns when they pilot it now. We all wanna be stars but we tied to the ground. No one knows where we going, we just driving around. You wanna know the truth? The truth can only be seen. Reporters are just talking, if you know what I mean. And I wonder why the president is rolling in green. Shit, he's the one who controls the machine. It's one thing we need in this world that don't exist: epic justice, epic justice. It's one thing we need in this world that don't exist: epic justice. We need some justice. It's one thing we need in this world that don't exist: justice, justice. It's one thing we need in this world that don't exist. We need some justice.